Right now, a dangerous storm system is entering the US and is ready to bring widespread weather problems that could have a major impact on your life if you are not prepared. These storms will have the potential to cause a tornado outbreak, in addition to widespread wind damage and very large hail. In this video, I'll be giving you the details on when and where the highest threat is and how to best prepare for the hazards, and how this storm may lead to a briefly colder and quieter pattern ahead. Unfortunately, our computer model guidance has nicely aligned in showing the potential for a very significant severe weather event on Monday for nearly 500 miles of the Central Plains, from Texas all the way up to Nebraska. This huge spread is due to how large and intense this storm system will be. Our best tools agree that this system will tilt negatively right before the nastiest weather occurs. Remember, a negative tilt means a negative outcome for you, allowing more intense storms to form. This storm system also checks the box for wind shear, which is the change of wind speed and direction with height. The sheer intensity of the system will help to cause a fast belt of winds just above your head, called a low-level jet. With much slower winds at the surface due to friction, storms that form could be able to produce tornadoes and potentially significant and long-tracked ones. They will also be capable of producing extremely large hail and some damaging winds. If there is one saving grace, it will be the potential for low humidity. If you step outside Monday in the risk region and it is incredibly humid out, be prepared for a very substantial event. I'm predicting that the highest threat should happen after 9 p.m. and into the night. But with how significant this event could be, have we seen anything like this before? Well, there were two past events that have had a similar look, which both provide very different possible solutions. While both events were predicted to be very significant tornado outbreaks, only one actually dropped many long-track tornadoes as advertised, with 83 total. However, even the event that underperformed still produced 39 tornadoes. With all this into account, the best meteorologists at the Storm Protection Center have decided to warn the public with a level 3 out of 5 enhanced risk for tornadoes, wind, and hail. Okay, so now you know when and where you will feel impacts on Monday, but we need to talk about Tuesday. I'm expecting the storms that form on Monday to continue throughout the night and push eastward on Tuesday into a much more populated region of the Midwest and Mid-South. The same conditions we saw on Monday, if not even more dangerous, should be in place for Tuesday for these storms to re-strengthen during the day. But will these storms be as widespread as what we could see on Monday? Well, with the same storm system pushing further east, I do actually expect it to broaden even more with similar threats. In fact, we could have two areas of stronger storms in Arkansas and into southern Missouri and up in Iowa and Illinois. Down in Arkansas, we are likely to see strong thunderstorms all day long, ending by late evening. Meanwhile, up in Iowa, we should see the strongest part of the event in the evening into the overnight period Tuesday into Wednesday. All of these storms could drop large hail, bring damaging winds, and drop significant tornadoes, so you need to start preparing now. The experts at the Storm Prediction Center also see this threat as potentially dangerous, highlighting a level 3 out of 5 enhanced risk as of recording this video. So not only are we dealing with Monday and Tuesday for severe weather, but we've also got Wednesday as the barrage of storms will continue, mainly bringing probably damaging winds and perhaps a few tornadoes to the Ohio River Valley. There is some uncertainty with timing and exact placement for Wednesday, so pay attention to your local National Weather Service office for the latest and best information for your location for Wednesday. But when the heck are we going to get that promised cool down and quieter weather? Well, finally, after this Thursday, a blast of cold air from Canada will make it into the central and eastern states. I do expect it to last through the weekend, keeping much of the country dry. However, this much colder weather could bring some problems of its own. Hard freezes and frosts to a large part of the central and eastern US are expected, so don't plant until after next weekend. But how else should we really be preparing for all of this hectic weather? Well, if the main storm threat does occur at night, it is even more important to prepare ahead of time for the worst situation, as you won't be able to see what's coming. I'm going to tell you exactly how to best prepare for the worst situation here and what is most important to your survival. At least one day before this severe weather is expected to impact your area, I want you to prepare a worst case scenario bag. Throw in flashlights, closed-toed shoes, water, non-perishable snacks, a med kit with basic medicines, cash, batteries, a portable charger, and most importantly, whistles. Whistles will allow you to call out much more efficiently than shouting if you are trapped underneath tornado damage. On the day of the severe event, turn on all weather radios, and if you don't have one, I want you to make sure you have access to your preferred source of weather warnings. You need to know your evacuation plan before a warning may be issued for you. If you live in a mobile home, you need to be ready to move to a sturdy shelter. If you do live in a sturdy shelter, you need to know how to access your basement or a neighbor's basement if possible. If you do not have access to a basement and a warning is put in place for you, I want you to go to the lowest floor of your house and the most interior room away from windows. This could be a hall closet or a bathroom. If you have access to a helmet, please wear that as well. Also, I need you to stack mattresses, pillows, and blankets over yourself in the chance of a worst case scenario. I want you to bring your worst case scenario bag with you wherever you go to stay safe, and keep your pets and family nearby. If a tornado does hit you, do not touch power lines and stay away from gas leaks. If you are driving, do not park under an overpass, but rather drive into a ditch if you are about to be hit by a tornado. I want you to do all of these things to stay prepared if you are in the risk for Monday, but also especially if you're in the risk for Tuesday, which could be more significant than Monday. So the weather this week will be unusually busy, and I need you to be prepared for what is coming. But thank you all for watching, and if you did learn something, you might find these videos very interesting, so give them a click.